Nice old school Dan Dicola just came into the house here at Crossroad Cues. Nice little player here. You don't see a whole lot of these pop up real often. And this is an older Dicola. It's in all original condition with the exception of the premium double E wrap right there. That's the real McCoy. That wrap was installed after the fact on the cue, but the finish and the cue itself are in original condition. 6-pointer, so you've got 6 ebony points going into highly figured Birdseye maple. So 3 high, 3 low, straight points. Nice natural joint right there. That's the good stuff with the radial pin. 15.6 ounces on the butt weight. Standard size cue, 58 inches. Really cool wrap right there. This stuff, as you know, when you use the double E, it just simply lasts forever. I've had a cue maker recently tell me, he says, man, when you put a good wrap like this on a cue, you can pretty much expect to keep it for as long as you want. In fact, he was joking and said he could actually almost cut one of them off and reuse it because it just lasts forever. That's a good quality one right there, and I love the way it's fit to the cue. So original cue besides the premium wrap that was installed at some point. There's a few marks in the butt sleeve area here. I'll see if I can give you guys a close-up on it. A little bit of little tiny bit of cloudiness right there in the finish. That's a natural white butt cap as well. So you got the good stuff there on the butt cap and at the joint. This is, of course, an older cue that was made well before the ban. There is no overseas shipping on this cue, no exceptions. And depending on what state you live in, I may have some restrictions on the shipping as well. But you could always fly into Chicago and pick it up. The inlays on this are really neat looking inlays, kind of like that fleur-de-lis type design there. Those are natural material and silver. It is signed by Dan Dicola. You don't see his work come up real often. Usually when people get their hands on one of these, they keep it. It's a really good playing cue. I took some shots with it the other day when it came in, and I was very impressed with the playability. Nice, solid, consistent player right here. Radial pin. Slightly thinner butt. I wouldn't call it a really thin butt, so basically about a medium size. So not a thick butt, just kind of right, if you know what I mean. Ebony butt sleeve, again, natural cap and joint. You've got 2 shafts that are with it. I'm leaving it just like it is. I'm going to sale price this cue at only $17.75 plus shipping. This thing's going to sell lightning fast. I could easily be at $2,000 plus on this for a vintage Dicola cue with a natural joint, natural cap. We could easily be a lot higher, but you guys know we don't like to overprice stuff. We don't need to get rich on one cue. I just want to get it in, get it out, get it sold, and get it back in action. So we're not even going to clean the shafts up. We're going to leave it just like it is. They're in good shape. The butt roll's perfectly straight. You do have a taper roll on one of the shafts just in the center. It's not a big, huge wobble, but there is a taper roll there. Again, just a few minor marks in the butt sleeve, a little bit of clouding on the finish on the bottom. I would not refinish this cue personally. If I was purchasing this cue, I would get it, play with it a whole bunch, and I would just not even touch it because it's all original. Doesn't have any, there's no dents or dings anywhere as I'm showing you here in the forearm. Just a nice, clean, vintage cue by a great cue maker whose cues were known to play really good. I have not seen many Dicola cues come up lately, so this would be a great one to add to your collection. The shafts are coming up at 3.6 ounce on one, 3.5 on the other. Both have natural full-size ferrules. Looks like I could use a tip on this one over here. Again, we're not going to mess with it. You wouldn't want me working on your cue. Somebody asked me the other day, can you add weight to a cue? I can't even make toast. Good thing my wife is handy-dandy because I don't fix nothing. Now, we have a lot of great cue makers that we are connected with, and we can always make a really good recommendation if you want to get any type of alterations done, but we don't personally work on anything in-house. We are a very reputable custom cue dealer. We deal in nice, pre-loved cues. Notice how I didn't say pre-owned. Pre-owned could be dented, dinged, and scratched up. This is a pre-loved cue. It means it was taken care of. And we also, of course, deal in new cues. But anyway, 12.72 on one shaft and 12.74 on the other. So they're pretty close. One has a taper roll, the other one rolls perfect, and the butt rolls laser straight. So there you go. Dan Dicola in the house at crossroadcues.com. Send me a message. We do have financing available right now through Affirm on our website, or we do layaway or flexible payment plans. No trades, straight up cash deal, only $17.75. If you blink, this one's going to be gone. Dan Dicola in the house.